I say, I tried to get a job at a printer's, but they said I wasn't the right type. Boom, boom. Homework problems, Master Dave?
Could say that.
Care to share them? I don't know much, but I'm prepared to give you the benefit of the few pearls of wisdom I do possess.
Oh, I don't know. It's just so I've got to write an article for the school magazine.
Really? What about?
Well, it's entitled Dave, the Secret of My Success.
Well, that should be easy enough.
Should it? Trouble is, I don't really know what my secret is.
Well, how about dashing good looks, ready wit, animal magnetism, and raw sex appeal for starters?
You are? Dave?
Oh, yes, Miss Molly, you're quite right. I'm thinking of myself again.
Hi, Dave. Picked up your dry cleaning. Eh?
Oh, thanks, Stephen. Hey, you wouldn't order me another milkshake, would you? And one for Molly.
Sir? Yes, sir.
Thanks.
Hang on one milkshake ordering minute. I know exactly what the secret of your success is, Master Dave.
Want to share it with the group?
Absolutely. The secret of your success is getting other people to do stuff for you.
You got it.
I do? I'd never thought of that. That's brilliant, Basil. Oh, can you write it down for me?
Yeah.
Well, brilliance may be an overstatement.
No, he's right, you know. You see, you delegate, you look at the bigger picture and pass on details to underlings. Some people in life are chiefs and others Indians. Like Mr. Stephen.
Eh? But I thought...
Hey, Anil, can I get fries with that shake?
Coming right up, boss.
Wonder how Dave got on.
Oh, I think he should be fine, with the little bit of guidance I gave him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's hard for me, you know, being a role model for the young people of today. A few wise words, pointing young lads like Dave in the right direction.
Yep.
Although I'm prepared to admit complete failure in your case.
Evening, all.
Evening, Davy boy. How did you get on with the article?
Doddle.
You see, with a little help from your friends, you were able to identify the secret of your success and write about it.
Oh, I got more than a little help from my friends. I used those skills you were talking about and got someone else to write it for me.
How did you do that, then?
Well, it was quite easy once I'd bought the school magazine. I'm now the proud owner of my own publication.
Now that is success.
Wow.
Oh, I'm so proud. The lads learnt a lot from me. A lot of my entrepreneurial skills must have rubbed off.
Oh, yeah? How'd you work that out? You've never owned a magazine or anything else for that matter. Even this flat belongs to the TV company.
How dare you? You don't own a flat either.
Ladies, please stop squabbling. I've got a magazine to run. Basil, bring the lard around. You give me a lift back to school.
Meeja Mogul, I like it.
Print it. Hi. Yeah. Thanks for getting back so quick. You take a whole page. That's brilliant. Thanks. I guarantee it will shift burgers for you. Yes, and salads.
I'm impressed.
Yep, and that, my friend, is where the money is. Advertising. We have to please the sponsors. Let's run a feature on burgers. Maybe a survey. Top 10 ketchups.
Dave, my office, now.
Oh, no, the headmaster. Yes, sir.
Oops. Help the front page.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. It is completely against the school rules to run your own media empire on school property using school pencils. and employing your fellow pupils on less than the minimum wage. Understood?
Yes, sir. But, sir, if I might just explain.
Do you think Master Dave's all right? Oh, I do hope he's not in big trouble.
I'm sure he'll be fine, Basil. Dave's Dave. But if he's not back soon, he'll be in trouble. I'm starving.
Me too.
Oh, yes. Shish and Fips tonight. Can't wait. Oh, dear. Bad news.
Could say that. I've lost control over the school magazine.
Never mind. Still got us, eh?
Yeah. But the good news is I sold it back to the headmaster for 5 times what I paid for it.
Nice one.
And I trousered the advertising revenue.
Nice, too. Looks like the halibut and chips are on you tonight, Master Dave.
No worries. There you go. Go and get fish and chips all round. Oh, and buy something nice for the lady.
By my own thanks. Not one of your employees.
Suit yourself. Oh, Stephen, can you make sure mine has vinegar but no salt? Oh, and some ketchup. And pick up a few cans of pop urea.
Anything else? What did your last slave die of?
Eh? Oh, I don't do the dirty work, Stephen. I've got bigger fish to fry. I'm going to buy a paper.
Oh, could you pick me up a Daily Bugle, please, Master Dave? It has a very comprehensive sports section, don't you know? And the problem page is most illuminating.
Make that 2 copies.
No, you nanas. I'm going to buy a newspaper. Starting with this local free paper. Seems like a suitable acquisition to start with.
David, my boy, let me give you a word of advice. You can't just buy a newspaper. You can buy an newspaper, from an newsagent, but you can't buy the actual thing.
But, Stephen, I'm a successful businessman and you're,
Pale, white-faced entertainer of moderate intelligence.
Thank you, Basil. And I am going to buy a paper.
Come on!
Can. Watch me.
Watch him.
Local free paper? Yeah, you can help me. Could you put me through to the boss? Hi, my name's Dave. Could I just run some figures by you? You see, I could increase circulation by 150% year on year, with an exponential increase in millions per annum by day 3, yielding an increased profit index linked to the Dow Jones, Tom Jones, Footsie Tootsie Index. Bish bash bosh, all done and dusted. So, we have a deal? Great! Thank you.
So how did it go?
Say hello to the new owner of the local free paper.
So much did you pay for it?
I got it free. Why do you think they call it the free paper? Next stop, Daily Bugle.
If he buys the Bugle, I'll eat my brush.
After high-level discussions and quite a lot of difficult sums, Dave emerged from talks today as the new proprietor of the Daily Bugle.
Blimey. What do you think of that, Basil?
A promise is a promise. Oh! Oh, I think I've killed it. I'm just not sure that I can eat it. It's very hairy.
After his success at the Bugle, Dave says that he's going to broaden his media empire with other publications.
There's no holding that boy back.
Certainly isn't. Tomorrow I'm making a bid for Hurrah magazine.
Hurrah!
I just don't understand how you do it, Dave.
Sheer force of personality, talent, obviously, and delegation. Just like the school magazine, really, on a bigger scale.
Wow. Get us a job.
I'm sure you have a position for a lad of Mr. Stevens' talent.
Hey, read all about it! Get your bugle here! Dave buys hurrah! Get your hurrah here too! Here you go! Read all about it! You
Basil. Dave owns Hurrah magazine.
Certainly does, and the Daily Bugle. And I must say, I'm rather enjoying the crumbs that fall from the table. Oh, don't bother him now, though. He's just negotiating with Posh to do some new photos inside the Beckham's lovely new home.
Yeah, cheers, Vix. Nice one. I'll send the photographer over next Wednesday. Ciao, sweet cheeks. Done deal.
And then you can do a feature on me at home in my lovely gaff. Say you will, Dave.
Well, I can't make any promises, but if it's what my readers want to see...
I know the owner of Hurrah magazine. My mum would be so proud.
This really must be the pinnacle of your career, Master Dave.
Not really, Basil. I've only just started. I'm thinking of branching out into TV next.
Time for your next meeting, Mr. Dave.
Thanks, Ingrid.
Mr. Dave? Ingrid?
My secretary.
Boom, boom. I'm so proud of Master Dave's success, Mr. Stephen. He's come on leaps and bounds this series.
I know. He started as an ordinary schoolboy. Now he owns a media empire.
Yeah, just a shame we have to make an appointment every time we want to speak to him.
Mr. Dave will see you now.
What can I do for you, gentlemen?
Well, Mr. Dave, we were just wondering...
Yes, we were wondering whether you would like fish fingers for your tea, or would you prefer pizza?
You see, Mr. Stephen here wanted fishy fingers, whereas, you know, on a Thursday...
Basil, I'm a busy man. Besides, tea's for wimps. I'll work right through. Oh, actually, I'm glad you dropped by. You see, I've just bought a major TV channel, and I'm reviewing the shows we make.
Oh, that's marvellous, Mr. Dave. You see, I've some great new ideas for shows featuring me, Basil's Big Pot Bonanza, Basil says win or lose, Basil sings Chomp Chomps, Basil's Bentique Meadow, Basil says...
Basil, shut up!
Yeah, that's not a bad one. Basil...
Shut up! You see, my point is, my new company makes the Basil Press Show, so, embarrassing as it is, I'm now your boss.
Oh, well, that's not so bad. I'm sure you'll get over the embarrassment. A pay rise might help.
That's just it, Basil. See, I've been looking at these balance sheets, and popular as you are, profits just aren't what they should be. I'm going to have to make some cuts.
Job more like amputations.
Reduced to doing the show from the bathroom.
It's awful, isn't it, Basil? Damp and dismal. I much prefer voicing over the living room.
Absolutely. He's ditched the expensive set, cut my wages, my jelly baby allowance.
Well, what about my wages?
And mine.
Count yourself lucky you're still here. Dave's axed himself and Miss Madison as a cost-cutting exercise.
I think I'm only still here because he can't see me.
Basil, you have to talk to Dave. If anyone can talk any sense into him, you can. He's like a son to you.
I know. I don't regret raising Dave as my own. There's only one way to bring up kids properly. But I haven't the faintest idea what it is. Boom, boom, boom. Here he comes. It's taken blooming weeks to track him down, let alone get into the building. Dave, Mr. Dave, please talk to me. I've waited weeks for an appointment.
Oh, hello, Basil. Who let you in? Hope you haven't brought any germs in on your dirty shoes.
Dirty? I only polished my lizard skin loafers this morning.
Basil, a man in my position can't afford to get germs. nasty, bad for business.
Yes, I suppose so. And that's the reason why I'm here, Mr. Dave. You see, we think doing the show from the bathroom is bad for business.
No, bathroom's a lovely place for the show. Nice and clean and hygienic with an unlimited use of the lavatorial facility.
Dave! Mr. Dave! Please wait! Mr. Dave!
What now, Basil? You've already had 14 seconds. 14 seconds of my time. Time is money in big business. My time would normally cost you 3,000. 3,000 quid. You can have it free for old time's sake. But now, I'm busy.
Just one more second, Mr. Dave. If we carry on like this, the people won't keep watching the Basil Brush show.
No?
No, they like the variety, the glamour, the sets. No one wants to look at the bathroom.
Brilliant. Do a radio show. Then they won't even have to look at it. Even cheaper.
But Dave, it's the Basil Brush show. No one wants to show on the radio. My fans need to see me.
Basil, what does it matter to me? Your show is only a tiny percentage of my biz. I've moved on already. Look out the window.
Jumbo jets?
Yes, Basil. I've bought an airline.
Is it one of those budget ones? I flew on one of those once. The trouble was, you had to have the exact change to get on board. The plane was so old, it had an outside toilet. Boom, boom.
Now get out.
Something must be done. His behaviour's getting really odd.
I know. He told me I mustn't make eye contact with him. It distracts him.
Personally, I think setting up air traffic control in his bedroom's pretty freaky.
Dave Airways Flight 714 from Port Panus, you have permission to land.
714, we roger you, over.
Flight Alpha Tango Banana 90 Delta is now leaving from Gate 7. Will all remaining passengers hold on tight.
Cool! That was a low one.
I think it took the chimney pot off.
My nerves can't stand it!
Well, something has to give. Young Davy's schoolwork's suffering with him being a multimillionaire all the time.
He blew his maths test yesterday.
I know. He'll never get a job when he leaves school if he goes on neglecting his homework. I tell you what, though. Some of these Dave Airways flights are blooming cheap. We ought to take advantage while he's still in business.
Can't really because of school.
It could be educational. Hang on a cheap flight picking minute, Miss Molly. I think I feel the rumblings of a cunning plan.
Come on, Mr. Dave, you'll be late. Just because you're a media mogul doesn't mean you don't have to go to school. Not going! Hurry up! It's the geography field trip to Africa today.
Geography field trip to Africa?
Yes. Dave Airways was offering return tickets for 99 pence. I bought 30 quid's worth, donated them to the school. The headmaster couldn't refuse.
I'm leaving.
I'm ready. Don't touch me. Charles.
Don't worry, Mr. Dave. Mr. Stephen and I will mind the shop. Now's our chance to try our hand at running a multi-billion-pound media and travel empire for Dave's own good.
And ours. Where do I start? Sell!
Bye! No, I didn't mean that. I was just saying bye-bye.
Merge!
Dave's shares plummet.
Hello? No, I don't want to buy hello. We already own hurrah. I was just saying hello. Bye-bye. No, not buy. Sell. Hello?
Hurrah, goodbye.
Flog it!
50 quid for the Daily Bugle? That's a lot of jelly babies. Rupert, it's yours.
Bugle folds.
Ground
Pound them! Flog it!
Dave Airways skint.
Well, Basil, I think we're extremely good at running a media empire.
Very badly.
Dave International collapsed today under mounting debts. City analysts agree that the company had been run by a pair of ignorant, incompetent, bone-headed, grasping idiots for the past 24 hours.
We weren't grasping. We gave it away. Look out. Hello, Miss Molly. Master Dave.
Hi.
Dave, we've got a small confession.
Yes. We've wrecked your business. Your empire is in tatters.
Oh, Dad. Yeah, I know. I read the bugle on the flight back.
And they impounded the plane once we'd landed.
And you don't mind?
Easy come, easy go.
Well, I'm pleased you see it that way.
Yeah, I'm a changed man. That geography field trip to Africa made me see things differently.
Oh, I'm sure.
I've witnessed the terrible long working hours, the poor conditions.
Terrible, very poor.
The exploitation and plundering of cheap natural resources by corrupt bosses.
Plundering and corruption.
It's outrageous.
It certainly is.
Yeah, outrageous. I haven't got a piece of it.
Eh? Come again?
Yep. So I've just bought myself a large slice of the Congo. Look.
And finally, it was announced today that the country formerly known as Gondwana-Bililand has been purchased by Dave, who is now the self-appointed dictator of Daveland.
Next time he has a problem with his homework, he's on his own. Boom, boom. I'm ready for my scratcher tonight, Mr. Stephen.
Tiring business wrecking media empires with the show under threat and so on, etc. One regret, though.
Go on. Full stop.
Well, Dave owned an airline. Would have been good to go somewhere nice.
Nah, not for me, Mr. Stephen. Home's best. Besides, I'm terrified of flying these days. Those cheap airlines give me the willies. When the hostess tells you to fasten your sellotape...
Suppose...
You know, the last time I went on an aeroplane, I was so nervous, I looked out of the window and said to the lady next to me, I said, "Look at those people down there. They look like ants."
What did she say?
She said they are ants. We haven't taken off yet. Boom, boom. Oops. Was he meant to do this?
Well, Dave owned a media airline. Did he?
Sorry. It's quite heavy, this, you know. Not Marty Spielbeard, hugely famous multi-Oscar winning director of such hit movies as Mission Incomparable, Jurassic Park... Sorry, I just couldn't get that one out, I'm sorry.
And the clown in glory. The clown in glory.
On second thought...
Amateur. He's bad. He's bad. Boom, boom. He's bad.